No one saw this Golden State Warriors trade coming. As you all know, a couple of seasons ago, D'Angelo Russell was traded away from the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, a 2021 protected first round pick, and a 2022 second round pick as well. And a lot of NBA players and also NBA analysts said this was a dumb trade from the Golden State Warriors and that Andrew Wiggins was going to be an absolute flop. However, Andrew Wiggins proved all of them wrong, going second in finals MVP race and also honestly dominating the NBA last season while also getting an all-star appearance. So in today's video, we're going to be going through 5 reasons why Andrew Wiggins is so special for the Golden State Warriors and how he's going to help them win another NBA championship next season. Because I think this Golden State Warriors trade was the most underrated trade and probably the best thing that has happened to the Golden State Warriors in the last couple of years when it comes to signings and trades. So before we get into it, make sure you like this video and don't forget, if you want more Golden State Warriors content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. But let's get into the first reason, and the first reason being Golden State Warriors have Andrew Wiggins as a defensive stopper. Now, Andrew Wiggins has done a fantastic job this season when it comes to not only on offense but on defense as well. And I'm not only talking about rebounds or offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, but I'm talking about guarding someone man on man and reducing their point usage. We've seen this time and time again where Andrew Wiggins was given the assignment to guard the best player in the other team, whether that was in the finals guarding Jaylen Brown or also Jason Tatum, and also in other series as well. But Andrew Wiggins on-ball defense has honestly been fantastic, and it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. However, you can see it despite the fact that it's not really shown in the stats by looking at the way the other players perform. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, when they were actually marked by Andrew Wiggins, they were not doing a very good job. They were actually shooting only 27% when guarded by Andrew Wiggins. That is honestly insane. To put that in perspective, an average field goal percentage in today's NBA is around 45% when it comes to the 2-pointers, and also in the 3-point around 33%. Now, if you put that in perspective, when Andrew Wiggins is guarding them, for it to drop all the way down to 27%, and this does include all types of scoring, whether it's 3-point or 2 points. So you could probably see this number be around anywhere between 22% when it came to only 3-point shots guarded by Andrew Wiggins. But he's honestly done such a fantastic job, and I think he's honestly really good at his position, but he's also able to guard really any position as well. Whether it's power forward, center, guard, point guard, shooting guard, it doesn't matter. I think Andrew Wiggins can really guard 1 through 5 very easily. Reason number 2 is Andrew Wiggins' offensive ability. I think honestly, Andrew Wiggins' offensive ability, not only just with 3 points, but also 2 points, driving in the lane, inside, outside, whatever it is, he's actually a very good scorer. And not only can he, put up 20-25 points per game, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Especially on the 3-point line and 2-point line, you can really see the differences in numbers. Back when he actually first started, in Minnesota Timberwolves, his actual average for a 2-point percentage was only 45%. And recently, guys, last season with the Golden State Warriors, it was 51%. So you see a huge increase from that, and he's also scoring more points per game in today's season versus, when he started off in the league. So he was only averaging around 16 points per game when he started in Minnesota, and now he's actually averaging 19 points per game. So you can definitely see that change. Also, his offensive rating has also really helped out. His offensive rating before was 103. In today's season or last season, it was 109, and I do think that is going to continue as time goes on. He's also offensive box plus minus, which is a box score estimate of an offensive points per 100 possession a player contributed above league average player. So before, he was actually in the negative. So his whole pretty much seasons with Minnesota, he was in the negative. When he moved over to Golden State, he became positive, and last season he had a 1 offensive box plus minus. So you can definitely see the effect that he's had on the league, especially when it comes to him with the Golden State Warriors. I know a lot of people know Steph scores, Klay scores, sometimes Draymond and Kevon Looney, but Andrew Wiggins has definitely become a really big scoring option for Golden State Warriors, not due to the fact that he can shoot, lights out from the 3 like Steph or Klay, but he's also a great, mid-range shooter, and he can also get to the ring very easily. His athleticism definitely plays a huge part, and why not use that to your advantage? And that's definitely what he's doing, which is why I think he is so effective out there on the floor, whether it's offense and defense, due to his athleticism. Reason number 3, and this kind of relates to offense, but Andrew Wiggins has become an all-out 3-point shooter. I know when a lot of people thought, Andrew Wiggins coming into the league, he wasn't a 3-point shooter. He would base his game off athleticism. He can really drive to the basket well, get a dunk here and there, and that was basically his style of play. But nowadays, guys, he is an official 3-point shooter, and a lot of people don't even realize that. To give you a perspective, when he first started out in the league, he was actually shooting a 3-point percentage of 31%, but he was only taking 1 3 a game. 1 3 a game. That is honestly insane, and you're still shooting only 30%. Last season, guys, he was shooting 5.5 threes per game, so almost pretty much 6, and his average was 40% from the 3-point line. Yes, guys, you heard that right, 40%. That's what people shoot as a field goal in the 2% or 2-point area. So that is honestly insane to see. He's officially a 3-point shooter. You cannot leave him open on the 3, and that is a very bad idea. I don't know what happened. Well, I think we all know what happened. Steph and Klay probably told him how to shoot, but Andrew Wiggins has honestly really developed into such a great 3-point shooter, and it's not really talked about enough. If you go off attempts and also makes, in his rookie season, he only made 39 threes, and this season that just happened, 2021 to 2022, he actually has the highest 3-point made at 157. So he made 157 threes last season, which is, more than double, probably quadruple what he was actually getting back in his rookie season. So he's never actually beaten 150 before. The only times he's ever gotten above 120 was last season and also the season just before that. So the 2 seasons he was with Golden State Warriors. So that definitely shows a lot. But when it comes to Andrew Wiggins shooting, I don't really know what happened. His form looks very similar to what it was before. So I don't really know the changes that maybe Steph and Klay helped him out on. But I definitely see, there's a little bit of an influence when it comes to them being able to teach, someone like Andrew Wiggins how to shoot. I don't know whether Steph told him how to release different, how to, do something different, but I think when it comes to all of that, I think Andrew Wiggins has definitely done the right thing by getting a jump shot and also a 3-point shot, because it really does open up, 2-pointers for him, whether it's mid-range or driving to the bucket. So I think that's going to play a huge advantage, especially to Andrew Wiggins when it comes to later on in his career. If Steph or Klay or any of those players ever leave or maybe retire, at least Andrew Wiggins has developed a great jump shot where he can still be very effective no matter what his age is. So I think that's really important, not only for the short term, but for the long term as well. So I think that's massive. Reason number 4 is actually Andrew Wiggins' efficiency and high IQ. A lot of people don't really know this, but his efficiency is actually nothing like no other. Golden State Warriors are really, I guess, blessed to have someone like him in the team. We just went through his field goal percentages. He's honestly shooting at such a high rate, which is fantastic to see. And I honestly do think that when it comes to his efficiency, he definitely has one of the highest out there. Now, to put that in perspective, his effective field goal percentage, which is basically 55%, is honestly one of the highest in the team. The only person that's higher than that is actually Steph Curry, but he's actually at 56%. So he's not that far off when it comes to his efficient field goal perspective or effective field goal percentage. So it's really high, which I think really does play a huge part. You want to have role players that are very effective and are highly efficient, and that's definitely something that Andrew Wiggins does very well. You have players like Steph, Klay probably is going to be that player next year where, they don't really care how many shots he takes. They're going to keep letting him shoot. They are the stars of the team. You give them that green light to shoot. But players like Andrew Wiggins, I feel like he has developed the green light, but before, especially last season, he definitely showed how he can be efficient in his role, only shooting 4-5 threes a game, maybe a couple of 2-pointers here and there, and still put up 20-25 points easily. And I think that's the player that I really absolutely love. I always have, I guess underrated love for the player that accepts his role but also does it at a very good rate. And that's definitely Andrew Wiggins. And you can definitely see that in the advanced statisticals as well. When you go to his usage percentage, it was actually 23%, which is honestly huge. The league average is only around 18-17, so he's doing a very good good job there. And then when it comes to points and all that, I honestly do think he is going to get better as time goes on. His true shooting percentage was actually the highest it ever has been this season at 0.56 or 56%. So everything really does level out, and when it comes to his box plus minus, he's actually positive in his first season with the Golden State Warriors and has been positive ever since. So his box plus minus, as you all know, is basically a box score estimate of the points per 100 possessions a player contributed above a league average player. So he's done honestly such a fantastic job, and I think he's only going to get better from here. His efficiency is only getting better, and you see that in the numbers. He has played with Golden State Warriors for 3 seasons, but honestly it is going to get better and better. Reason number 5 is Andrew Wiggins' contract and also his great personality. Now, there isn't really too much to say on this, but I did want to get it mentioned that Andrew Wiggins next season is actually going to be a free agent. So 2022-2023 will be his last season with the Golden State Warriors under his contract, and then the year after that, which is 2023 to 2024, he's actually an unrestricted free agent. Now this season coming up, he's actually, has a base salary of $33 million, which is honestly huge, and I think it's honestly fantastic he's been getting that offer. But I think after the 2022-2023 season, he's definitely going to demand more. However, he has recently said in an interview he's willing to accept whatever it takes in order to be with the Golden State Warriors, and he's willing to take a pay cut in order for them to get another star. And I think that's honestly fantastic to hear from someone like Andrew Wiggins. He's such a selfless player. A lot of other players, when it comes to their contracts, they want to make the max amount. They don't care what it costs. They want to get paid as much as they can. With Andrew Wiggins on the other side, I think he's definitely got paid very, very well. He's probably very smart with his money, and that's why he's looking to do anything it costs to actually win. So I think it's fantastic to see him really offer that to the team, that if they do want to give him a pay cut in order to sign some other big player or other superstar, he's willing to do that, and I think that is honestly great. So Andrew Wiggins definitely has been such an underrated trade that I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.